What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all know that I told y'all I have stopped reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac. And pretty much why I stopped reviewing it is because I felt like it was very performative in terms of the cast. And I see that other content creators are having an issue with the show. They want to continue to review the show because their subscribers, may be used to getting their opinion about the show. And I told y'all I would pop in and out, right, on, reviewing the show. But I stopped reviewing it because I feel like it's not a real show. I'm not getting real friendships. Like I said before, I feel like Robin and Giselle, they are really friends. And even still, like this season, you see Giselle is really getting on Robin, but it's not genuine and authentic because Giselle, hell, they probably threatened your damn job. The problem with the show is it does not have genuine and authentic people on there. That's why Nene said specifically with Giselle and Robin, they are not stars. And what Nene meant was they are not authentic. Now, a lot of people, they hear what Nene says and they're just like, yeah, but she's hating and she's just bitter and she's just mad she's not on Bravo anymore. And, Giselle is a star. No, Giselle ain't no star. And she knows she's not. That's why she hides vicariously through the other castmates in their storylines. And that's why she, comes up with a lot of fake storylines, right? Like with Chris trying to get with her and, child, that man don't want you. Okay. Robin needs to leave the show. She looks so uncomfortable, you guys. Like, she doesn't seem authentic. It seems like her and Juan, they have gotten out of debt. And they have finally gotten to this place, and it's just like now they are losing everything. Like she damn near lost her job. Juan has lost his job. It's kind of like the universe is saying the jig is up, the jig is up. And it's just like, yes, y'all have made it to a certain point, and yes, you have made it past your financial issues in the past of struggling and, losing houses and the electricity and stuff getting turned off and having to shower with cold water, honey. Yeah, y'all have made it past that. But now that you are at this level, how do you keep it going? And you really can't keep going if you are not real, genuine, and authentic. And this is the thing, right, with life, because I know I've had different friends in my life, and I saw how they acted when they had no money, and then I saw how they acted when they had money. And sometimes money, it just simply brings out the worst in people that have not did their work, right? That have not did their homework on their life and the type of person that they want to be. If you notice, there is a character flaw within Juan Dixon. It's a character flaw within Robin. They're not being real. Robin was trying to be sexy when they was trying to play pickleball. And it's just like, and I was just looking at Robin and Juan and I'm like, he's not attracted to her. Like, that's what I was getting. He just doesn't, I don't know. I don't see the attraction with them. I think that Robin is a very beautiful woman, but that outfit she had on, it just didn't make you think of sexy or sex. Or, do you see what I'm saying? It was just a bad little outfit to wear, honey, when they was playing pickleball. Karen was making fun of her. I was cracking up. It just gave, and it really played into some of the viewers' viewpoints about Robin. She's too masculine. She comes off rough, and it really did look like a tomboy, like trying to be sexy. Like, and sexy is something that should come natural. Like Wendy Osefo, she's sexy, and it comes naturally. You notice, that Wendy has gotten her body done. Yes, she's more confident. I think that Robin could use some type of BBL, like her butt. It was just boring. I was like, oh shit, that's why Juan on the damn computer talking to other women, because you're boring. You need to get, like, I don't know, you guys. Robin is a beautiful woman, but it's like, I don't know why she doesn't read like sexy, right? It's like when she tries to be sexy, there have been times where Robin has looked good and it's like effortless. There have been times, like when the first couple episodes, Robin was looking good. And then I look at her at the pickleball and it's like, girl, you getting back, okay? You getting back to being called Robert and Roberto, honey. Yes, that's what the people call her. I'm not going to call Robin that. I still feel like she's a beautiful woman, but I don't feel like she's that confident, you guys. I think this relationship or marriage to Juan is chipping at her self-esteem. I think it's causing her to question and doubt herself. Giselle will be the downfall of the show. Yes, she keeps things moving. Yes, people have been calling her, the star of the show, the face of the show. But Giselle lacks substance. And that's another thing that Nene meant, when she said that these women are not stars, they lack substance. Y'all know how real Nene is? Like, just real. Just tell it like it is. And Nene is so good because she's able to put her differences to the side, right? You know how much you know how mature you got to be to put some shit to the side. Now, speaking of which, Carlos King, he did a review of Real Housewives of Potomac with his good girlfriend, and they reviewed the show. I really liked the review, but he was asking for Giselle to kind of step up and be like a Nene and, be friendly with the girls again, and particularly Candace and Wendy, make up with them. That way, all the other girls know it's okay to be cool with them. And I agree with that because you can clearly see the divide. It does not read good on camera. I'm sick of these beefs. Giselle, you have messed up all your relationships on the show. You're only able to be cool with the people you don't really cross or go up against. You're able to be cool with Sharice because y'all got a history. Robin, you just now getting on her ass. Even Mia said it's refreshing to see you kind of holding her to a standard. But we know that was down to your damn job. Like, they was going to take your damn job away if you didn't get on Robin a little bit more. Because they was going to be looking at you like, well, shit, you must have been in on this, man. Okay? Because last year, it was just so horribly produced, you guys, and it's because Giselle is not authentic. She don't know what she doing. She's not a Candy. She's not even, I told y'all, she's not even a Kenya, and y'all know I drag Kenya, but Kenya is good TV, and she does more for Real Housewives of Atlanta than what Giselle does for Potomac. Giselle, she has the potential to make this a great show again, but she would have to be authentic. She's not authentic. She's dating a young guy. That way she can not, put herself out there. See, Nene didn't play them games. You really seen her with Greg. Her and Greg really loved each other. They was together for a long time. You got Candy and Todd, their relationship. Cynthia and Peter, they was really together. I feel like Giselle just plays too many games and they allow her to get away with it. and she's not showing up authentic. Everything is a joke. She didn't even want to cry in the scene with her daughter. Her daughter was like, Mom, you can cry. Like, we're not getting a real person. That's why we are not connecting to Giselle. Yes, Giselle is beautiful, but girl, shit, you getting older now. Them looks is starting to fade. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, and you're not the only beautiful woman on the show. All these women are beautiful in their own right. And you just can't get by off of that because that's being superficial. See, you got to know when to play into your looks, and then you got to know when to, just give so many different layers of yourself. That way the people can feel you and feel that it's real. And when people feel like you real and you relatable, they feel like, I like her. A lot of fans don't like Giselle because they know you're being fake. They know you're performing. You may be real in this scene, and then when you get around all the girls, like, it really made me sad, you guys, when I saw Wendy, and I agree with what Carlos said on his review. When I seen Wendy, like, hugging Ashley, then she had to remember to hug Charisse. It's like, this is not how it should be. And even on Real Housewives of Atlanta, it would have been more like shady, fun shade. It would have been, because, and one thing I like with Real Housewives of Atlanta is, remember, Portia and Nene was at it for the longest time, but they even broke down their defenses, and they said a lot of nasty and malicious things to each other. Okay, we see each other. But it was nice season 12 when they got some time alone and patched things up. And I'm your big sister. You could see that love that Nene has for Portia. Yes, she would say too much to Portia and go in on her. I'm not in agreement with that. But do you see what I'm saying? How you would eventually see Nene get over some shit and love on these women. She loved them. Even Cynthia, So it's just like, with Giselle, when is Giselle gonna let some shit go? And how the hell you mad at Wendy and Candace when you tried to destroy both of their marriages? All the while, you don't have no damn man. You got this boy you playing with, okay, and it's fun, and y'all look cute together, but it's just like they are giving their real lives, and that's why there's a disconnect, and that's why Wendy treats the women the way that she does. Because Wendy looks down on Giselle and Robin. She feels like they're fake, they're fugazi. Even Candace, she used to like Robin, but now she feels like she's just like Giselle, but in a different way, and she's withholding her life and being cheated on by Juan. But yet she allowed all these rumors to get out about my husband. And I guess the lady that allegedly had an affair with Chris has backtracked her statement, saying she did not have an affair with him. And we all knew it was a lie. We know that Candace really loves Chris. So it's just like, that's the problem with the show. The people that really give to the show, like Candace, and they are phasing Candace out. I told y'all, if I watch this show, it's gonna be for Candace. I love Candace, right? And I do like Wendy, but I do like Candace a little bit more, because sometimes I feel like Wendy, she doesn't stand like on her own good. She's always trying to, well, let me just get back cool with the women. Let me just, like that shit with Mia, let me just play into Mia for a minute because I don't want to deal with this situation. And then the new girl, Nanika, whatever her damn name is, she trying to act like she know Wendy. And I think that these people knew each other in passing, but they didn't have no real relationship. And I guess Nanika wanted to come in through Wendy, and Wendy shut it down. And that's why she's really coming hard for Wendy and her husband. And then Nika says that Eddie used to follow her husband on Facebook. They knew each other from college. They probably, just because you went to the same college as somebody, that don't mean you know them like that. So I think this girl wanted to use the Osefos name to get on the show. But see, Wendy is real. She got a husband. She's a mother, a wife. Like, her shit is real. So she's not a Giselle where this is superficial for her. She doesn't do things that are superficial. It's like, if you go come on through me, it needs to be the real deal Holyfield. And that's what I'm getting from Wendy. Robin and Giselle, they wouldn't have minded that. And did y'all notice how they did what they always did? They love when somebody comes up against Wendy and now that same person has issues with Wendy. We keep seeing the same shiggity, you guys, as viewers, and I'm just so sick of that. Like, damn, can't y'all get along, or hell, pretend to get along? Don't you care about your castmates a little bit? It just seems too performative. It's like, we could just see that y'all all just showing up for work. Candace, don't go to Ashley's events. And I don't blame her. Ashley ain't no damn good. That's another thing. Ashley is a fair weather friend. Then, Ashley, you going back to tell Wendy something that Nika said about her, and then you didn't get the shit right. Then you had to backtrack, and then Candace was like, see, this is why I don't fool with her. She a liar. It's like, and that's why the cast, you guys, is split apart. Because Ashley is not real. She's superficial. She's still lying about this divorce with Michael. Girl, you don't plan on leaving him, okay? See, we know, us regular women, we know when a woman trying to get away from a man, she ain't gonna be waiting on his money. We make moves without these niggas. That's why some of them can't stand us. But honey, look, we'll talk about that on another day. Okay, listen. Ashley fits in with Giselle and Robin because she be having a lot of mess, and she has a lot of stuff going on with her. It embarrasses the crap out of her. But see, she be playing a role too, and they all are superficial. It's like, yeah, all this hell and mayhem is going on in the background, but I'm gonna get on camera and I'm gonna say that me and Michael is still good. We co-parenting. Yeah, his name is on the house, and yeah, I thought she said his name was on the house, and then when I watched the last episode, now she's saying, well, only her name is on the deed. It's like, girl, it's confusing. I can't keep up with your lies and your bullshiggity, honey. I can't. Okay, so there is a lack of authenticity that is missing from the show. They have cut my girl Candace and her scenes. You don't really see her journey as an artist. They really should follow her while she's on tour. Then you have people complaining they don't care about Candace's music. But even if you don't care about it, this is a reality show and this is her reality, So it's just like some of us, we do love Candace's music. I know she's one of my favorites. I like her more than any other reality star's music she's just like a really favorite artist of mine, honey. So I would love to see that journey with her being on tour, because Candace has said, honey, life on the road is the ghetto, okay? So Candace is real. Wendy is real. Mia, she's superficial. That's why she over there with Giselle and Robin. But see, the thing with Mia is good TV. But see, what's bad for the TV is she do a lot of lying. Now we don't know what's true, what's not true. But Mia is going to be the one to save the show. I agree with Carlos and his friend, because without Mia's storyline with G, and now she's dating a new man and they about to move in together and this, that, and the third, it's just like, what else would we be focused on? Juan is only coming around so he can help to keep Robin's job. When you had it your way, you stayed far away from the damn show, never showed up to the reunion. See, everything is pomp and circumstance. Everything is superficial. Well, I'll do this much so you can keep the check, boss. Okay, it's fake. You could tell Juan didn't really want to be there at Pickleball. He had fun. Everybody was shocked to see him. Like Mia said, though, he ain't got no job. So shit, he had to show up. Okay? But yeah, that's the problem with the show. Just there is a level of inauthenticity. Okay, so I want to read some comments, honey, from the people. Because, honey, it's only right. Okay, listen, it is only right. Oh, really quickly, Carlos had mentioned that Candace is not protected. And this person says Candace is definitely unprotected and it's unfair because she could handle the mess. Doesn't mean to make it a priority that she gets it all. Yeah, they tried to have this overreaction to Candace's reads. They can't handle Candace. And I know this from being, in my 20s, people couldn't handle me. It was like, is this real? Is it a dream? Like, why is this girl so grown? Because, honey, I've been here before, okay? So I can relate to Candace. They don't respect Candace because, age is not on her side. She's not the oldest one. But she be reading their ass, and they don't like that. Another person says, I'm going to say this right now. If Wendy and Candace leave the show is going to get canceled because it will lean more into the colorism narrative that's been following this franchise like a rain cloud. I honestly wish that Bravo would have handled the situation better. I think they missed a great opportunity to address the issue in a roundtable format with a moderator that specializes on the issue. It would have been an educational moment, not just for the audience, but the cast. Another person says Giselle and Robin are ruining this franchise. If they don't correct their course, it will be the next Real Housewives of Atlanta. They'll never be on that level. Even Carlos said they don't come close to Real Housewives of Atlanta because they lack the real moments. Like I told y'all, on that first episode with Sharice breaking down, saying that Robin reminds her of how she used to be with Eddie when she had found out he was cheating and messing with this one and that one. And that was the real moment. We need more real moments. And Potomac was good. That's why we was starting, because their first season was trash. Monique added a little something when she came. And to me, Candace is the one that really added a lot, right? With her mom. And their dysfunctional relationship, her getting married to Chris, and then he's a white man at that. She added a lot. So everybody has added, right? As the seasons have progressed. Well, not everybody. Let me not say that, because I feel like Monique had added a lot, but she's not on the show no more. Candace, Wendy. I feel like if they would get rid of, they'll never do this, but I feel like if they can at least break up Giselle and Robin, they can really get rid of Robin. Because Robin is, in my opinion, she's gonna get better at hiding her life. She's only gonna keep it so real, just so she can keep her check, honey, okay? And have a little allowance for Juan, child, now that he out of a job. And did y'all see Juan? He kept saying, oh, I'm not worried about not having a job, and there'll be something else. And I'm like, whatever it is, don't mess it up, child, because you just mess up every damn thing. Juan seems very, toxic. And then he swore up and down he did all he could to, not get in a situation where he lost his job and the people don't trust him. Oh, I'm just overly giving, which means, guess what? You probably are not giving enough. Okay? It's the delusions. It's like, Juan, you need to be more humble, dude. Because you did something wrong for them people to fire you like that. Let's see what the people is saying. Oh, okay. So one person says, I find it bewildering that Carlos is still pretending that Gizzard is some type of force multiplier. I have never seen a regular person comment on her in a positive way. No one is checking for her. Nike wouldn't even check for her. Not the Nike, honey. She should have been gone. Between her, Rob, and Ashy. Ooh, not Ashy. Bye, Ashy. Y'all remember when Portia said that to Kenya? Bye, Ashy. All three are liars. They are the reasons that many no longer watch. Yeah, and Ashley don't bring nothing. She's a liar. We don't know what's true, what's untrue. Like what's going on. Her marriage to Michael, it was just all over the place. She was in a burning house, honey. She was in the damn dryer too, like the rest of these heifers. But she kept on saying, "Oh, yeah, me and Michael, everything is better now, and yeah, we're this." We're that. Yeah, he cheated, but I'm over it. I'll just add something else to the prenup. Then you didn't even get all the stuff in the prenup you were supposed to get. I don't know. Child, I'm confused. And God is not the author of confusion. Ashley takes the cake with this obviously fake divorce storyline. We knew it was BS when it started last season. Now she's running it again because everyone, including the vloggers, let it skate. No questions asked. Then you have Rhop and Juan's fake wedding. And did y'all notice that Juan kept trying to touch on Rhop? It just wasn't even believable. He kept trying to get behind her, to push her in front of the snake. Y'all remember there was a snake on one of the episodes? I was like, child, y'all not doing a good job of making me believe this man is attracted to this woman. And it's not because Robin is not attractive. She's very attractive. But I don't know. I just wasn't buying it. I don't know. I don't know, child. Okay, so this person says that Robin and Juan, they are not married. And then there's Mia. This lady is incapable of having an honest moment. She assaulted Wendy and faced no consequences whatsoever. If she had done that to one of the light-skinned girls, they would have had extra security. Exactly. But y'all saw that, Giselle had her back, honey. But since it's Wendy, who actually is a fan favorite, she was asked back and possibly given a raise. Wendy is a fan favorite? I didn't know that. Oh, let me say something about Wendy. Honey, she got Mia's ass together. But I don't feel like she should have called her slow. And then it came out that Mia's son has some type of, special ed, issues. I forgot exactly what it was, right? But Wendy does this thing, right? She does this thing. She's kind of been doing this since she got on this show, and it's not likable. I do like Wendy. I love seeing her and Eddie and the children, but what I find unlikable about Wendy is when she starts acting like she's just so much better than the other women, and to me, it kind of comes off as insecurity, because yes, you're beautiful. We know, Wendy, you are educated. You got all these degrees. I guess now she's trying to start a talk show. A lot of people feel like Wendy is all over the place. And Wendy mentioned to Carlos King when she did an interview with him, she's just simply trying to find herself, because ever since she was a kid, her mother always told her what she would be doing as an adult, right? So she's been following her mom's path. But when Wendy gets on this high horse and she speaks down and I'm so much better and I'm this and I'm that, and then y'all ain't as good as me, and then, do you see what I'm saying? And then the girls are looking at her like, bitch, if you so much better than us, then you need to be up off the show. So when she starts that type of behavior puts in a divide to an already divisive cast. Okay, so another person says, but the problem with Potomac is that their issues are very deep. Talking about people's marriages and manufacturing scandal is something you cannot come back from, no matter how much Bravo is paying. That's the problem with Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah, see, when you do that, there's no trust. But see, Giselle is punishing Candace because Candace didn't respond to the stuff about her husband the way that Giselle wanted her to respond. Because remember, Giselle was like, just be mature. Just get over it. See, Giselle wants you to be programmed the way that she's programmed, where you don't feel things deeply. Giselle is a human doer. She's not a human being. Okay? You are not in survival mode as far as being a single mother. You have this show, you're making a substantial amount of money, and this is what I'm telling y'all. I feel like the more money some of these people make, the less authentic that they are. Right? It's like it does something to them. Because to me, the cast was more real about season 2, season 3. All of those, if you notice, was good seasons. Their last good season was season 5 when Monique was on. Yeah, 6 was cool too. Okay, it was cool, but after that, this damn show, it just kind of went downhill. And it's not just because of Mia. Mia didn't help it with all the lying and changing her stories, right? But it's not just a Mia thing. It's just when we look at the show, we don't see real friendships. We don't see real bonds. You even got Candy Burris. She's now going out of her way to say, and don't get me wrong, I still feel how I feel about Candy, but Candy even said she wouldn't mind if Nene came back to the Housewives. Because guess what? Candy knows what's good for the show. It took her this damn long to admit it, but to me, sometimes when these people say this stuff, it's because they still want to get their check, so... But Candy knows Nene is good for the show. Even Kenya knows that Nene is good for the show. They have said it. Nene said Kenya was good for the show. These people don't like each other. Nene almost spit on Kenya. Okay, so it's just like we've seen these women go at it, but they are still able to have some sense of maturity. Like, you know what? I don't like homegirl. Like with Giselle. We'll never hear her in an interview say, oh, well, Candace is good for the show. Like, that girl is just amazing. Like, that girl can read. She ain't gonna say that. She'll probably say, oh, Candace sings well. But yeah, I don't see, this is something that Giselle does. And to me, it's very dark. She's very dismissive of people that's not willing to be her puppet. I.e. Monique Samuels. That was her biggest problem with Monique because she could not control Monique. She started liking Monique probably that last season Monique was on because Monique was, allowing her into her space. I don't know why. She questioned your child's paternity. So Monique still has some issues of wanting to be liked and accepted by Giselle. Carlos and his friend also mentioned that is a problem on this show. You can still see that some of these women want Giselle's approval. Another thing, Karen. Karen's not really adding much. What Karen is adding is, I'm going to be, I don't want to say the grandmother because that damn Karen. See, Karen was looking sexy. At the pickleball, Karen is older. And this is what sexy is, right? It's not when you try hard. Karen does not have to try hard to be sexy. Okay, she could probably get more niggas than Robin, even though she's old enough probably to be a mother. But Karen was dressed sexy. It was appropriate. I don't know what the hell Robin had on. I can't get over it, you guys. But that's what I'm saying. Even Karen has sex appeal. She does. And it's like Robin, I don't know. Sometimes Robin can look real good. And then it's like she wear these outfits and it's like, girl, they go keep calling you Robert. You better put that shit away. I didn't get the one outfit she had on. It just wasn't sexy. You would have did good, Robin. You got a decent body. You need something done to your butt because it's very boring back there, honey. Okay. You need a curb. You need something back there, child. That way we could sit a drink up on that thing, Robin. So I don't know how to explain to you guys, but yeah, I don't know. When I saw Robin in that outfit, it was like, girl, like everything that the people have been saying about you, this outfit says it all. So, child. But yeah, they're trying to phase Candace out. And isn't it interesting once she spoke up on the colorism? Isn't, just pay attention to that. But because it's like Candace has little to no scenes. You see Dottie, Candace's mother, she's trying to get Candace to forgive Robin and trust her again. These women don't have any trust. They don't have any trust because Giselle goes around violating everybody, but Giselle, because she does not have a healthy relationship with her emotions, with her values, with her morals, or lack thereof, she's not going to understand how hurtful her behavior is. See, if a person doesn't feel anything in their own life, then it's nothing when they hurt you. They can just shoot you and then you're just supposed to put a Band-Aid on it and get over it. Okay? So, and then that whole thing with Juan and Juan mad at Giselle. Giselle trying to keep her damn job. She don't give a damn what Robin and Juan is over there doing. Okay, they threatened Giselle like, you better keep her honest this season or you go. I don't think they ever go get rid of Giselle, but they probably threaten her or something because she is acting a little bit different from Robin. Now, is that what we want? Yes, it's what we wanted, but it's one of them things where it would have meant more if nobody had to tell you to do it. You see what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, this cast, they lack being genuine. Like, you remember when Nene would get on Cynthia and she wasn't afraid to get on Cynthia's ass. She ain't give a damn. Like, their friendship wasn't like that where they... And we always praise Giselle and Robin for maintaining their friendship, but you gotta wonder, how much of a friendship do you have with somebody if you can't keep it honest with them? Because you even saw Robin kind of acting funny with Giselle and feeling attacked by Giselle. And it's like, y'all have a superficial relationship. Y'all shit is on the surface. That's why it's, we don't ever see y'all really go through nothing. Where, because the Cynthia and Nene friendship was interesting because we saw them go through a lot of peaks and valleys, and Nene calling Peter a B, and Nene feeling the need to check Cynthia and Peter for how, they were talking. You had Greg coming at Peter. Do you see what I'm saying? These people were not afraid of conflict, which made the show good. These people are trying to set up conflict between certain people, like this, what's her name? Onika, whatever her name is. They are trying to have her come up against Wendy. It looks very planned. Now everybody's on Nika's side over Wendy's because they already didn't like Wendy. It's the song that doesn't end, and it goes on and on, my friends. That's what's going on with this damn show. That's why it's so dark, you guys. All right, so one person says, I agree 100% about getting rid of Ashley and Robin. I've been saying that for a while now. The cast used them as buffers, but that's all we get from those women. Ashley and Robin have not been compelling enough in their personal stories for some years now. It's time to add some new people on. Long as Robin is on there, she's go stagnated. Karen can kind of be a friend to the show. She's not that interesting. I'd be fast forward. That's why I stopped watching the show, you guys, because I can't just watch it just because of Candace. And now they have taken Candace out of most of the scenes. I can't do it. Candace ain't showing up to some of the events she's not even invited to because, it's like you're trying to watch these women that's not friends, like... You're just watching them show up and get their checks still. So, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm not saying I expect for the women to be the best of friends all of a sudden this season. I'm just saying they need to start working some shit out. Giselle, you need to own some shiggity, but you're not because you are cold as ice. Okay? You cold as ice, Giselle. But that's what the people like from Giselle. Giselle know her job, and you'll see people like improperly praising her. But Giselle don't show no emotion. Is that really good for the show? Is that really what we want to see? Okay, you got to give us, the people, something that they can feel, honey, okay? Another person says, it's just weird to me how Giselle can purposely ruin friendships and be the victim after Candace and Wendy rightfully read her for filth. If Giselle would humble herself and truly admit fault and apologize, this cast would be a different dynamic. Yeah. Oh, they are talking about that Nanika girl. They said, I just want everyone to pay attention to the fact that Nanika had a screenshot of the before and after of Eddie unfriending her husband. Why would you have a screenshot proving your husband and Eddie were friends if you weren't planning all of this drama, or if you weren't running around showing people your connection to Wendy, like Wendy and her family were claiming? Nika picked the lowest hanging fruit, and it's going to cost her her job. Now, I'm going to say this about Nika. I felt like she was good for the show. She seemed delusional. She trying to have a baby. I felt like she seems very confident. I felt like she was good for the show, but it's this whole thing with Wendy now, and her husband are very rude to each other. Have y'all noticed how they be telling each other to shut the hell up? He kind of turned up on her at the pickleball thing, and shame on you, Juan. Juan, you ruined everything. Juan set the damn pickleball event on fire. The food was on fire. He didn't drop the damn beans on the ground. Why you terrorized Robin, and now you done came around and terrorized the cast and they food, child. I was like, that damn wine ain't about shit. That's how you know you with a man that's on that demon time, because something bad is always happening. Okay, wine, you should have laid low. Okay, you should have went into solitary confinement. That's what you should have went in. But yeah, so the people want Ashley off the show. She need to go. Robin, in my opinion, need to go to break up the Giselle, because they can't function no more, you guys. And then some people were saying when Giselle was not around, the cast gets along good. And yeah, and sometimes, don't get me wrong, Ashley has moments where she's being genuine, but they're moments, and then she'll get cool with Candace and throw her ass right under the bus. And it's like, Ashley, you don't have an authentic bone in your body. It seemed like it's there, and I'm telling you, I bet you, if these people had less money, you would see the authenticity. You would really see it. That's why the show was better in the earlier seasons. Now it's like, yeah, we used to the money, boss. We just clocking in, just another day at the job, boss. I don't like these heifers, boss. But yeah, for Giselle to move out of the way, like she was disgusted that Wendy was hugging Ashley, I felt so uncomfortable with that. I was like, wow, look at the hatred. You ain't have to move away like that. And you owe that lady an apology. And that Eddie show was looking good, honey. I was like, ooh, child. Y'all know I got mad as hell with Nika's husband, honey. Get your ass out my man's face. Me and Wendy's man, honey. Okay? But Wendy shut that down. And then Nika told Wendy, well, let the men go at it. And Wendy like, girl, you looking for a damn moment. You trying to, make a splash on this show by using me and my husband. Girl, bye. Girl, goodbye. And I don't blame Wendy. But see, this is what the cast did. I hope you notice what they did. Robin, Giselle, and even Ashley, I heard them. You see how Wendy's, see how she's deflecting, and then when Wendy, I kind of wish she wouldn't have did that with Mia, trying to be cool with Mia, and then she started telling Mia about what happened with her and Nika, and I was like, Mia is still fake Wendy. And that's what I don't like with Wendy, because Wendy will be doing good. She'll be standing for something, honey. She will be the Martin Luther King of the show, and then she's still looking for that approval from the other side. And it's like, Wendy, the girls don't see it for you, so stop looking for it. Listen, even Candace was like, girl, what is you doing? You don't like... I don't trust these heifers. Okay. But yeah, that's another thing. Trust is so important, you guys, in the environments that you are in. If you don't trust people, you can't be comfortable. When I saw Wendy walk into Ashley's party, like Carlos and his friends said, she looked uncomfortable. I felt bad for her. She looked like she didn't know who to hug, child. She had to remember to hug poor Charisse. Charisse needs to bring more to the show if she go be on. I would be more interested in hearing about Charisse and her life, you know, after Eddie, and even hearing more about what she went through, you know, by being this man's wife for all these years, because I'm sure a lot of stuff went on. See, we got that the first episode, but it's like it's getting superficial again, so it's just like, I don't know, child. What do y'all think about this? But I stand with what Carlos said, that if Giselle could pull a Nene. Y'all remember when Nene tried to be a big sister Kenya, season 5? She was like, don't F somebody over just because you can. Y'all remember how Kenya kicked Portia out because she wasn't dressed like Babs and she came as Dorothy Dandridge? And you saw that with Nene. Like, girl, this is a sisterhood. You can't be embarrassing this girl, alienating her, isolating her. Like, no, that's you being petty, you know. So you had, and this is the thing with Nene though, people like to polarize Nene because she has a strong personality. Now, is Nene right all the time? No, nobody is, right? Her delivery, it may not be right all the time, but at the same time, she's genuine. That's why Nene is so loved, because she's authentic. We know relatives like Nene. We see ourselves in Nene. We don't have that same feeling. And even though Giselle don't curse or do some of the stuff that Nene do, she don't do what other people would call mean. It ain't mean to me, honey. Okay, y'all know I'm right at home with Miss Leaks, honey. Okay, but yeah, like even Nene's whole marriage to Greg, her children, and you know, just you saw like a real person, right? And it's like with Giselle. And you even heard Carlos say this, I wish they knew the Giselle that we knew and not the one that's on the show. And that's the problem. She needs to have integrity. See, when you have true integrity, there's no part of you that you wouldn't want the world to see. So it's like, people shouldn't go around and say, and do you notice he never says that about any of the other housewives? Never says that about Nene, not even Kenya. Oh, I wish people would know the real, well, maybe he said that about Kenya, but I'm thinking he's thinking more of, because I've heard that Kenya do a lot of nice things for the girls, right? But even with Kenya, she bring more to housewives than Giselle bring to Potomac. But nobody should ever say to you guys, because it's not a compliment. Oh, I wish they knew the real you. Why the hell we ain't seeing it on the show if it's the real you? Because Giselle is protecting herself, and is willing to throw other people under the bus. Who does that? Snakes. That's what, so she is her real self, Carlos, and she's going to keep getting judged harshly because there's no true alignment with her real personality. Because, and I knew she was heartless when that girl threw that drink at Wendy and she didn't even correct Wendy. You even had Robin berating Wendy, and, you know, either you gonna fight or not, or, you know, like, what type of shit is that? Like, treat the woman like a human being. That ain't how you would react if somebody you really liked had a drink in their face. You know, you wouldn't act like that. So, and then at one point, you guys, Robin and Wendy was cool. I like them, you know, getting to be cool. And then to me, it's like Giselle be the problem. She ain't the only problem, but she is the problem with the breakdown of this show. So I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and let it go. Okay, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Okay, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Please put in the comments what the show needs. What would be your dream cast, okay, for this franchise? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.